couple hours later, my recruiter hits me up and she's like, hey, Michelle, sorry I did not talk to you yesterday, blah, 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 blah. Y'all, always escalate the issue to the higher ups. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Michelle here. If you're new here, hey, welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join this little family here. Today is a day off. Because I work 2 jobs, I'm actually on call in the Pacu. Like, it's not really a day off. My ICU schedule was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, I'm on call. Today is Thursday. My manager texted me and asked me if I wanted to start my call earlier, and I agreed because I'm not going anywhere tomorrow. So that's the little favor I'm doing for them. But the couple of hours that I have before my call starts, I'm going to be getting my life together. So let's do that. And also, I'm going to finally sit down and talk to you guys about the drama with my recruiter and how some recruiters really, I don't know what they thought this was, but that tea will come a little later. But let me get my life together. My room is spotless and I feel better. I'm craving some Waffle House, so I'm gonna tell you guys the recruiter story while I'm driving to Waffle House. So let's go. Okay, let's do this. Ooh, I took my jacket off because it's hot. But yeah, so about my little drama with my recruiter. Guys, I promise I will make a separate video on the financial benefits of travel nursing and like how much I made and all of that. I promise that video will come out. I don't know when, but it will come out. But I'm just gonna tell you guys the story surrounding rates and how unfair and how misleading some recruiters can be. So when I first signed the contract, I was super excited to see the rates. I was like, oh my God, yes, I want to make this much money every week. Like, I'm all for it. So I went to orientation. I met with a bunch of other nurses who have signed with this particular company. And during orientation, they were like, yeah, one thing I like about this company is when the rates go up, they also increase their rates for current contractors. I was like, oh, okay, great. You know, during orientation, we were just chatting. They were telling me about where they've been, how much they've made, y'all, and how one of the girls was like, yeah, I made like $10,000 with Crucial and I didn't even have to work. But anyways, me and her hit it off and we exchanged numbers. I was interested in like, you know, where she's going and stuff. She's like, yeah, let's exchange numbers. You know, if I see higher rates somewhere, I'm going to tell you this, that, and the third. So she was just such a sweet girl. So we exchanged numbers. A week or 2 into the contract, I met other travelers on my same unit, but they signed with different companies and they were telling me how much they were making. And it was more than what I got with my contract. So I hit up my recruiter. I was like, hey, this company is paying this much for their nurses. Can you match this rate for me? And then she was like, no, we can't match the rates. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. You know, I was a little upset with that. She's like, yeah, but I'll talk to my supervisor to see what we can do for you. She never really got back to me. I was always the one initiating these things. So I felt like my recruiter wasn't being upfront with me, because before I signed my contract, I asked her if there were shorter contracts I could possibly sign. And she told me, no, this hospital, blah, blah, blah. She didn't give me options, basically. She just was so focused on allowing me to sign this particular contract that I didn't know anything else. So once I got in and I realized how hard things were, I'm like, man, there were other contracts that she could have told me about, but she didn't. So I felt like she wasn't completely honest with me, even though she didn't lie to me. I felt like she could have been a bit more transparent. So that was like my first issue with her. So a couple weeks later, people were telling me, yeah, the rates are going to change. The rates are going to change. They're going to start paying higher. And one of the days, one of the other travelers that I was with told me that, hey, this recruiter from the same company that I'm with told me that the rates went up. Did you hear back from your recruiter? And I was like, no, my recruiter has not told me anything. Like, so I texted my recruiter. I was like, hey, have you heard anything about the rates? I didn't want to tell her that I know that the rates increased. I wanted to see if she would be honest about it with me. And then she was like, yes, Michelle, the rates actually went up to da-da-da, but you have to extend in order to get it. And I was like, okay, so how much are you paying nurses who are starting their contracts today at this particular hospital doing the same thing I'm doing? And then she quoted the increased rate that she told me. So it's like, how does this make sense? You're going to pay a new nurse who signs with you this much, but me, who's been working here for about 4 weeks, meanwhile, I signed a 13-week contract, guys, so I had 8 more weeks to go. I've been working with you for this long. You're telling me that I don't qualify for this rate, but someone who walks in today will get this amount. And it was a significant increase, guys. So I was like, this just does not make sense. Like, it's not fair to the people who've already signed a contract with you. And then she was like, yeah, Michelle, I know it's so unfair, but this is just how it is. I was like, no, I'm not going to accept this. I kept on not harassing, because I felt like there was money there that they were refraining from me. I decided to reach back out to the friend I made during orientation to see if her rates have increased since she started travel nursing with this company, because I remember her saying that when rates increase, usually this company also increases the rates. And this is our text message, guys. She was telling me that her rates had gone up, so therefore she doesn't know what my recruiter is saying. And from hearing this, I got very furious, because I felt like my recruiter was just either not doing her job right, or she's just, I don't know, lying to me. So I got extremely upset that clearly you're telling me that my rate can't increase, or there hasn't been a rate increase, but other nurses who working with this same company have gone increases. Like, someone's lying. I just want to get to the bottom of it. So I went to God in prayer. One thing about my Lord and personal Savior Jesus Christ, you can fight your battles with your mouth, but you have to also fight it spiritually. So I went to God. I was like, God, these people are taking the money that belongs to you, because you know that I am a faithful tither. You know I tithe. You know I give. I don't refrain from giving to you. And if this hospital has increased the rates, like, my camera cut out mid-sentence, but I'm back and I just placed my order. But yeah, so as I was saying, man, you don't just fight your battles with words and the physical. You have to take things to God spiritually. So I prayed to God about this. I was like, God, the money is there. It's not like I'm asking them to do something that is not there. The money is there, but for some reason they don't want to give it to me. When I was talking to my recruiter, guys, she was like, yeah, the extension is there, but we're only going to give you this rate when you extend, and the rates increase will start on the day of your extension. Meanwhile, I had so many more weeks to go, guys. I was like, no, I'm not taking this as an answer. So I told her, I need to speak to your supervisor, because this does not sit right with me. This does not seem fair. I want to be a part of a company who is fair, and if you guys are telling me that this is how it is, this is not fair. Let me speak to your higher up. She forwarded me to her supervisor. I spoke to the supervisor on the phone. He was like, yeah, I promise you, your recruiter's not cheating you. She's not like shortcutting you, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is just how it is. You know, we usually don't do this. We don't increase our rates when rates increase for everybody across the board. You know, because you've signed a contract with us, with this hospital at this rates, that's where we have to keep it. I was like, but this is not fair. It's not as if I'm asking you guys to do something that is not possible. The hospital itself has increased the rates for their nurses, which is why you guys are increasing the rates for us. Okay, well, I don't think this is fair, so I'm going to try to go through the hospital to see if I can get this rate increase. So I told the higher up that, and I left it at that. Y'all, this battle went on for like 3 weeks. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, I went to my nurse manager and I was like, hey, so this company increased their rates. That's who I'm with. I like working at this hospital, but but they're telling me they can't increase my rate because I've already signed a contract with them. Meanwhile, a new nurse who walks in today will be getting this significant raise on top of mine. She's like, yeah, I really can't help you, Michelle. Maybe you can go to the staffing office to talk to them and see if they can help, but do not let these recruiters like belittle you. Basically speak up for yourself. So she encouraged me to escalate this even further to the staffing office. I did. I basically explained to them what was happening with my recruiter and how they're not letting me get this rate increase. So one of the staffing officers was like, yeah, I'm going to escalate this to my supervisor. She got back to me and she was like, yeah, my supervisor says if you extend, you should be able to get the increased rates. Not starting at the day of your extension, but it can go into effect now. So once I heard that, I went back to my recruiter and I was like, hey, this is what I've heard from my end, from the hospital's end. They will increase my rates if I extend. The rate can go into effect today as long as I extend, which is different from what you guys were telling me, that I won't get the increased rate until the start of the extension. So yeah, I told her about it. My recruiter went MIA for a couple of days, guys. I'm not even kidding. She would not respond to my text messages. I would call her, she would not respond, and that got me a little upset. So fortunately, I had the manager's number because of the last time he called me. I called her supervisor, manager, whatever they are. I was like, hey, is my recruiter okay? I've not heard from her in a couple of days. I hope she's okay. But if she's back in office and she's okay and she's not responding to me, then I need to switch recruiters because she's not being responsive to me. So I left a voicemail. I wasn't able to talk to him because he didn't pick up my phone call. A couple hours later, my recruiter hits me up and she's like, hey, Michelle, sorry I did not talk to you yesterday, blah, 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 blah. Y'all, always escalate the issue to the higher ups because your voice matters. I went back and forth with her. I was like, hey, do you have time today? I'd like to speak to you about this increase. She didn't really respond to me that day, guys. The next day, I get a text message from her saying that, Michelle, they approved you for this rate increase. All they are saying is you have to extend and then the rate increase will go into effect. And I was like, okay, I'll extend for a couple more weeks with you guys. But I was so happy, guys, because literally had to fight these people for this rate increase that was already there. Like, that's what pisses me off. And it took 3 weeks of going back and forth with them for them to approve me for this increase. And it was just not fair. It was just not fair. And I just thank the Holy Spirit for backing me up on this by allowing me to be persistent and by standing up for what's right. You guys, do not let these recruiters belittle you. If I had not have fought and I was just okay with them telling me no the first time I asked, then I would be making significantly less than a lot of the other nurses there. But I fought for myself, God fought for me, and I got my rate increase, and now I'm happy. Okay, that was the drama, guys. I would like to share numbers with you because even though travel nursing is not a secret, I feel like you guys need to see it from someone who's real, someone who you know. So yeah, I will share those numbers in the future. I'm about to go get my food so I can go home and eat. Like I said, I'm on call tonight, so if they call me in, I will definitely vlog. If not, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Today is Thursday. I'm on call Friday night as well. Checking in, guys. Time right now is 10 p.m. and I just received the call saying that I'm needed, so I'm about to head into the Pacu right now. Just gonna get my work together. Taking my Waffle House that I bought earlier to finish it. Such a great perfume to wear. Got my earphones. Made it here, guys. The drive was not bad. There was no traffic, which is what I like. I forgot my work hat at home, so I'm gonna have to leave my hair out. You guys know how I feel about like not covering my hair when I'm here, but it is what it is. Let's go scrubbing. Let's get this done. Hopefully I get out of here soon. Checking in, guys. Time right now is 1 a.m. It is super dark here because it's after hours. I just discharged one of my patients. There's one more post-op, which my other coworker is discharging right now. And then we have one more intra-op. I'm hoping that case goes to the ICU so that I can get out of here. It's looking like it might be a complicated case, so they might go to the ICU post-op, so which means I can leave a lot sooner than anticipated. But it's 1 and I'm still here. Yeah, I'll check in a little later. I woke up at 9 a.m. started my day. Didn't think I'd be here, and it's almost 3 a.m. It's okay. Life happens. Yup. She well, yeah, life is gonna have to change a lot.
Yeah. We'll see how long I last. So it's like I can't be on nights the night before.
Yeah.
And if it's 2 days a week, it's like I'm kind of screwed.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh yeah, you're not gonna do it."
Time right now is 3 a.m. and as you can see in my eyes, your girl's tired. I am tired. I'm like freaking tired. It is freezing. It is freezing in the Pacu. My coworker and I are just camping out because this patient is still in the OR, guys. That's why we're still here. The patient is still in the OR. They were supposed to come out at 1 a.m. and it's 3 a.m. right now. So yeah, I look like a hobo. I look like a hobo at work. I don't want to drink coffee either because I actually want to sleep tonight when I go home. I just don't know when that would be. I'm hoping they come out by 4. And it'll take about 2 hours to recover them. And my shift ends at 6. So yeah, that's that. That's a quick update of what's happening right now. My energy levels are still low. I'll check in hopefully soon with a new update on how this call is going. It's time for me to leave, guys. Time right now is almost 6 a.m. Just transferred the last patient out, so I'm about to head out. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Well, I guess today, because it's Friday. I'm exhausted. Checking in, guys. Happy Friday. Time right now is 7 p.m. and as you can see, I am ridiculously tired. I have been a slug all day. I got home from work at 6:30 a.m.-ish and I passed out and I've been off all day, literally just sleeping. But as y'all know, I go to church every Friday if I can help it. So about to head to church right now. Last night was just no joke. We literally sat and waited for that patient for like 4 hours, guys. Literally just sitting, not doing anything for 4 hours. It was so draining, but I made money. I made enough to my on-call money, so cannot complain. But yeah, I'm on call tonight as well, but I'm going to go to church. If I'm needed, they will call me while I'm at church, so I will definitely check in. If not, I'll check in Saturday, which is going to be very interesting because I'm going to a wedding. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys a little later. Time right now is 11 p.m. and I just made it to work. They called me in while I was at church, so I had to come. There's only one case that needs to be recovered, so hopefully I'm not here till 6 a.m. again tonight because I'm tired. Your girl's tired. But I'm about to head to the Pacu. Back like I never left, guys. Time right now is 12:07 and I'm done. I discharged the patient. They're home. They're on their way home. I'm about to head home. I will check in a little later. If I do get called back here, I'll talk to you guys. If not, then peace. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Hey guys, checking in. Today is Saturday. I told y'all today was going to be exciting. I'm on my way to a wedding, well, a traditional engagement. I'm a little late, but I wanted to show you guys my quick OOTD before I go. I'm grabbing my little brother to help me, so let's get into this outfit of the day. Come on, Ima. This is the entire outfit. I got this dress from Pretty Little Thing. I'm wearing my Hermes sandals because it's an engagement. I'm not wearing heels, but I look cute, so I'm ready to head to this engagement. Let's have some fun. just made it back home, guys. The wedding was so much fun, as you guys can see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Go ahead and give this video a like for me, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. If you watched it through, go ahead and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.